Art appropriation refers to the borrowing images that are recognizable from different sources and using these borrowed images to make a new art form. Taking something for one's own use, typically without permission from or acknowledgement of the owner, creator, or culture origin. So art appropriation, this means pagkuha sa existing work ng ibang tao nang hindi naglalagay ng credit sa author or sa owner ng isang artwork. May mga cases din ang mga existing artwork ay nire-remake ng mga bagong artist kung saan ito'y kanilang mas pinapaganda dahil na rin sa pag-exist ng ating technology. Material appropriation occurs when the possession of tangible object, such as sculpture, is transferred from members of one culture to members of another culture. The removal of the friezes from the Parthenon by Lord Elgin is often regarded as a case of material appropriation. So, a material is, these are tangible objects or mga bagay na ating nahahawakan. Sa material appropriation, kinukuha mismo ng isang tao ang bagay and mark it as their own. In other words, para na rin itong isang way ng pagnanakaw sa work ng ibang tao. Pero if we try to look at the friezes na kinuha ni Lord Elgin sa Parthenon, other people say na binigyan siya ng permission, which is the firman or letter of instruction para kunin ang ibang pieces na kanyang dinala sa Britain.
Non-material appropriation. This form of appropriation involves the reproduction by a member of one culture of non-tangible works, such as stories, musical compositions, or dramatic works, produced by some other culture. A musician who sings the song of another culture has engaged in non-material appropriation, as has the writer who retells stories produced by a culture other than his own. Ang ibig sabihin ng non-material appropriation ay parang pagbibigay or paggawa ng isang sining na nakabase sa o inspirado at ginaya sa pinaka-original na gawa. Madalas natin na ito ay nagagawa sa iba't ibang disenyo, tema, anyo at iba pang mga magagandang gawa. Madalas na makikita natin o naririnig ang mga non-material appropriation sa mga inspired by na madalas nag-iiba ang tema, value at paniniwala ng isang gawa. Katulad na lang ng mga kwentong Romeo at Juliet. Ngayon, marami ng sariling version ang mga tao ngayon sa kwentong ito. Gawin din sa ibang musika. Ang pinagkaiba ng non-material sa material ay may physical o nahawakang appropriation ang material artworks. Samantalang ang non-material artworks ay nakabatay lang sa value, tema o sa madaling salita hindi nahawakan tulad na lang ng mga musika o kwento.
Stylistic appropriation. Sometimes artists do not reproduce works produced by another culture but still take something from that culture. In such cases, artists produce works with stylistic elements in common with works of another culture. White musicians who compose jazz or blues music are often said to engage in appropriation in this sense. Isang halimbawa nito ay ang painting na gawa ni Leonardo da Vinci na mas kilala bilang Mona Lisa. Maraming ibang artist na gumagamit sa painting na ito upang gawan ng bagong ideya na gusto nilang idagdag sa pre-existing na painting ni Leonardo da Vinci, kagaya na lamang ng pagpapalit ng mukha nito at iba pa.
Motif appropriation. This form of appropriation is related to stylistic appropriation. Sometimes, artists are influenced by the art of a culture other than their own without creating works in the same style. Picasso, for example, was influenced by African carving, but his works are not in African style. So here the ideas in the motif is across the arts including music, literature, and visual art is a distinctive feature or dominant idea that rears throughout a composition.
Subject appropriation. Subject appropriation occurs when someone from one culture represents member or aspects or another culture. Many of Joseph Conrad's novels involve subject appropriation since Conrad frequently wrote about cultures other than his own. Many people who have written on cultural appropriation have not been sensitive to the difference between the various types of appropriation. Reasons may exist for thinking that instances of one sort of appropriation are objectionable. The same reason may be unable to show that another sort of appropriation is in the least problematic.